going on, YouTube? Moose09 here for the Scandinavian Scourge. Just want to review training camp from yesterday. I went up there. The rookies looked great. Chris Cook looked amazing on defense. In fact, I don't think he let a ball get into a receiver's hands, and not due to lack of production by the receiver. It's just that's how good he is. But Toby is just a flat-out beast. Toby Gerhardt, our new running back, he is in so many ways like Adrian Peterson. He's fast out of the pocket, fast out of the backfield, and the other thing about him is that he's very explosive too. He just lit up the linebackers yesterday. I didn't get any of that on video because there's too many freaking people walking around, but that's what happens at training camp. And then I got an autograph yesterday too from Mr. Jeff Dugan. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but it's Jeff Dugan's autograph. He's tight end for us, so that was pretty sweet. Got to meet him and talk with him a little bit, and he let me just in on a little secret. I'm not going to reveal that. I hate to say it, guys, but I'm not going to reveal it. I can't. But I want to talk to you guys about Brett Favre. Whether he comes back or not, you know, I appreciate everything he did last year and whatnot. So if he stays retired this year, I have nothing bad to say about it. I mean, but at the same time, I also think if he does retire, it'd be kind of a mistake, because this year you have a team that is even better than last year, in my opinion. But without Favre, you got just as good as a team, and plus, I think Tavares Jackson is going to be ready to go. I mean, it wouldn't hurt one more year under Favre's wing, but it's all good. Tavares Jackson can do great things. I mean, yesterday I was watching him throw the ball. He looked a hell of a lot more confident than he ever has in his career. And, you know, the atmosphere around there is nobody's scared and nobody's worried. I mean, you can just see it on Darrell Bevell's face and Brad Childress's face. You can just see that they're very confident, and they should be. I mean, the defense looked great too, like I said. Chris Cook looked great. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it. Either way you look at it, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I have confidence in Tavares Jackson. And I know everybody says, well, if you don't have Favre, you're not going to win the division and blah, 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 blah. Well, little secret for you guys, we won the division in 08, and I didn't see Brett Favre on that team. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it. And we beat Green Bay 1 out of 2 times in 08, so I'm not worried about it. But, you know, at the same time, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Green Bay doesn't have a great team, because they do. They have an excellent team, excellent quarterback with Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, hell, it's going to be a hell of a fight for the division this year, especially if Favre doesn't come back. But either way, it will be a fight, so we'll see what happens. But a lot of people spoke a little too soon, you know, thinking that Favre's going to retire and whatnot. I mean, he come out yesterday and said, well, the team knows the time frame I need, so we'll go from there. Now, to me, that's saying that he's going to come back, but you just can't worry about it. You just got to kind of, you know, pay attention to what's going on right now. And that's, you know, Sidney Rice, actually, this is actually pretty bad news. Sidney Rice has a hip injury right now, which may or may not require surgery depending on how it goes. We'll have to see how the season goes, because if it goes bad for him, then, well, there's one less weapon we have. But let's worry about that when it gets here. But he was running yesterday, and he said that some of the routes that he runs kind of hurt, but not too bad, so that's encouraging. So we'll just have to stick around and see what happens. But overall, I'm amazed by training camp yesterday. It just looked well put together, very well coached. So we'll have to see what happens. And AP sat out of camp yesterday. As you can see in the video, he wasn't padded or anything up because he's having some cramping issues in his legs. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I ain't too worried right now. And like I said, if whether or not Favre comes back, I think we're gonna have a great season again. So let's sort of wait and see. You know, you just can't really. You got to focus on what's going on now. You can't just leave the Brett Favre stuff alone. I mean, I just personally think if you know, the media would just leave it alone, nobody would make such a big deal about it. You know, if they would just keep out of it, everything would be fine. You know, obviously the guy is what, 40 years old. He's gonna be 41 in October. I don't see a problem with him not coming to training camp. You know, I mean, I guess if I was in his situation and knew the game that good and had a great arm like he does, I guess I wouldn't want to go either. But you know, he's a great quarterback. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, there's a couple things I know that nobody else knows. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy your day. I'm enjoying the beautiful Minnesota weather for once. It's not 105 degrees today. It's about 80, so I'm gonna keep enjoying it. All right, take it easy.